All right, Shalom. First and foremost, I'd like to give all praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Kakodash, and double honors unto the apostles and the elders of GMS who rule well, teach well, being great examples to us younger brothers, and peace and blessings, salutations, hopefully like out there pushing his word and truth, and in sincerity across the four winds in the name of Yahweh Bashim Al Shai, pushing to get up out of here. Shalom to the hopeful leg, the believers, the listeners whom have came back to the obedience of the scriptures through faith in Yahweh Bashim Al Shai. All right. Well, I want to get into today, is dealing with, you know, the sayings, the teachings of Yahweh Shai. And he was telling his disciples, that they hated, him, okay, before they hated them, okay, because what we have to understand, matter of fact, let me read this precept, then expound on it. This is the book of St. John, chapter 7, verse 7. It says, the world cannot hate you, but me it hated, because I testify, all right, of it, that the works thereof are evil, so it's not, all right, when we have to understand, with Yahweh Shai, okay, is Yahweh Shai represents a standard, you know, like the thing that you see happening, with your vocabs, the Hassad, everybody, what you're gonna get into it, but pretty much it's a global hatred, of Yahweh Shai, because Yahweh Shai is a standard that's in complete opposition to this society. Okay, everything that Yahweh Shai stands for is in complete opposition to this society. Okay, that's why Yahweh Shai said in this, when you get St. John, all right, 14 and 30. Okay, if a brother can post it, St. John 14 and 30. Okay, but just expounding on the point, everything that Yahweh Shai stands for, all right, is pretty much irksome to this wicked society. Because this is why even amongst Israel, because we're going to be hated in this society, this age, and amongst, all right, the world of Israel, okay? Because everyone, all right, that's engulfed in their wickedness, that prefers wickedness, they hate any type of correction, okay? And Yahweh Shai, the spirit of Yahweh Shai, is to call things out, That's why the scribes and Pharisees, they hated Yahweh Shai's life and what it stood for. Okay? That's why Caiaphas said, look, we gotta put him to death. Like everything that them wicked niggas stood for, Yahweh Shai will call it out. Okay? That's why you go to Matthew 23, which let me grab it real quick and let me get that in it's St. John 14 and 30. It says, hereafter I will not talk much with you, for the prince of this world cometh and have nothing in me. And who was the prince of the world, at that time? All right, it was Edom, Rome. Okay, who were the rulers of that age when Yahweh Shai, came to be that sacrifice? It was Edom, Rome. Okay, and everything that Yahweh Shai stood for was against that current power structure and the corruption, all right, that was amongst our people. So it's the same thing today. Yahweh Shai, all right, the gospel, the good news, is good news for the elect. That's the only people, okay, that really have a gospel, is the elect of Israel in this time. It's going to eventually turn into the good news for our people. 2/3 is going to come back in the kingdom. Okay, it's going to eventually be that good news, man. But the gospel is the immediate good news for the elect of Israel, and for everyone else, it's you know, this word is like a pest, you know. I think they call the Apostle Paul when you get the book of Acts. You know, let's get that in the book of Acts. Um, all right, you get this in the book of Acts. There you go to it. This is the book of Acts, and we know Paul was a representative of Yahweh Shai. You see, and as we grow in Yahweh Shai, we start to represent everything that Yahweh Shai stands for. And this is why people are getting on planes, okay, going across, you know, the world, you know, to be a to try to be a hindrance, you know, to the doctrine, because this doctrine is against everything that the people of this age stand for, man. You know, and it's growing into a hatred. You see, this is what's happening. We're seeing the hatred of Yahushua being exposed more and more in the earth. You know, because we're not going to look for these men. You know, we're not going to look for these people, man. Okay, these people are obsessed, but that's part of drinking the cup of Yahushua as well. You know, that's just part of it. So we have to go through this. Like this has to be done. You know, and um, we at the point now where we seeing the body of Yahushua, the true believers of Yahushua, being isolated. You know, that's why certain decisions, you know, were made, okay, to remove gray areas, because the body of Yahushua is being isolated. You know, the true believers are being isolated. All right, first for the persecution, because we finna be persecuted, okay, but then for the deliverance after the persecution, man, okay. But everything that we're growing into as we follow Yahushua, this world hates that, man. Okay, this world calls correction hate speech. Okay, this world calls righteousness toxic or shaming. Okay, or outdated. You know, when Esau speak about outdated, you know, his man has pretty much proclaimed righteousness to be outdated. Okay, so in this society, righteousness, okay, makes you a domestic terrorist, man. Okay, will you stand as we grow into your house shop? Because let's read this. You know, this is the sentiment that these people have. This is Acts 24. All right. Um, and 1, it says, and after 5 days and the nights, the high priest descended with the elders and with certain, all right, with a certain orator named Tertullus, who informed the governor against Paul. And that's another thing, man. Like, prepare to see Jake, because it's a lot of agents. You know, it's a lot of agent activity. A lot of these guys are juiced in. You know, a lot of these guys are here to get information, to try to provoke. You know, they're trying to provoke certain reactions. You know, a lot of these men, you know, they're here to just provoke these certain reactions. You know, get things on camera. Okay, then you have, you know, bug outs. You know, men are just bugging out, okay, with these crazy ass doctrines. And then you just have people who have no idea what they're part of. There's a lot of Israelites. It's a lot of Israelites, okay, they're just here. You know, it's a lot of Jakes that have no clue, all right? They have absolutely no clue what they're a part of. They're just here, okay? So, as the scriptures say, a lot of these people that know that they're Israelites or know of Israel, they gonna play a major part, all right, in the persecution, man. Okay, because when things get bad, they're gonna blame it on this doctrine. You know, they're gonna blame it on this doctrine for the conditions in the earth. And a lot of people, okay, are going to aid a lot of Israelites. A lot of Jakes are going to aid Esau in his persecution, man. Okay? So let's keep reading. It says, and when he was called forth, Tertullus began to accuse him, saying, that see that by thee we enjoy great quietness. Okay, so this is a Jake, pretty much, all right, complaining about the Apostle Paul. Okay, and that very worthy deeds are done unto this nation by this province. We accept it always in all places, most noble Felix, with all thankfulness. Notwithstanding that I be not further tedious unto thee, I pray thee that thou wouldest hear us of thy clemency a few words. For we have found this man, speaking of Apostle Paul, a pestilent fellow and a mover of sedition among the Jews throughout the world, and a ringleader of the sect, okay, of the Nazarenes. So he referred to the Apostle Paul, as being a pestilent fellow and pretty much a ringleader of rebellion. Okay, and this is how they look. That's why they say they got terms. Then they call the brother Elder Manata Zakba, what they call him, the Rebukinator. Okay, you see, y'all always, getting on people. No, we just putting correction out there, man, and we get on ourselves. That's what Yahweh Shah was doing. What do you think Yahweh Shah was doing when he was here? Okay, them niggas was going off. Jake was going off. Jake was selling out. Jake had pretty much, left Israel for dead. Okay, the way that they was governing them. Okay, pretty much adding, things to the law. Here it is, Jake is in captivity, catching hell, and these niggas are trying to add things to the law. And they was sellouts, okay? And they was corrupt. So when Yahweh Shai will see them niggas, okay, he will rebuke them. Okay? That's what Yahweh Shai was doing. That's the spirit, okay, that Yahweh Shai was in when he was in the world. He was rebuking them niggas, man. Let's get it. Okay? He was telling them niggas about themselves, man. And they was off. Okay? We get corrected all the time. Okay? When we be off on things, man. You see? This is Matthew 23. And I started 13. It says, but woe unto you scribes and Pharisees, hypocrites, man. The hypocrite is an actor, man. Okay? And these men hop on camera and act as if they just have Israel's best interest in mind. Okay? They hop on camera and act, okay, as if, they're these humble men. Okay? Wolves in sheep clothing. Yahweh Shai was warning us about these niggas, man. And that's the spirit that we come in. We're telling you about these niggas. These niggas ain't right. You see? You got folks on the comment board talking about, oh, the side is so humble. How? This nigga going off, proud as hell. Okay? And he'll rather feed his ego, okay, and be wrong as hell. Okay? He'll rather get a win for his ego and be wrong and lead Jake wrong, whoever follow him astray. Okay? Just for a win for his ego, man. You see? So when these things happen, one thing about these niggas, they know how to put on the act, man. Okay? And Jake is so goddamn simple. Okay? If they really be going for it, man. Okay? And lately, as the Elder Manata Zakba went into the comment board, all right, dealing with her side, and you see the people that follow these guys, man. Okay, because the scriptures say you should know them by their fruit. Okay, which you will get that. Matter of fact, let me get this and we'll segue into that. All right, we go into that Matthew 7. This is Matthew 23:13 said, but woe unto you, scribes and Pharisees, hypocrites, for ye shut up the kingdom of heaven against men. For ye neither go in yourselves, neither suffer ye them, all right, that are entering to go in. Yeah, because through the teaching, through the teachings of a false prophet, okay, what happened is Israel, you have our people, simple as hell, think they right and be off. Okay? You can't, you listen. If you don't know what you believe in, you can't have faith. And without faith, it is impossible to please Yahweh by Shema Shai. So if you don't have faith in these times, okay, the kingdom is shut up from you, man. You're gonna have to be put to death in a horrible way. You're gonna have to be tormented, okay, and come back later. But the deliverance, okay, from what's to come, like there's a chance that you can be nuked. You see, people play with false doctrine and these false teachers like it's no consequences, man. Okay, and that show that because even with faith, part of faith is understanding that this destruction is going to happen, and my conduct and my behavior, okay, plays a part, all right, in my outcome. And this is why a lot of people that follow false doctrine, you know, you have to wonder, do they believe anything? You know, because it's like Jake just happy to be a part of something. Jake is just happy because, see, niggas still govern themselves by nigga philosophy, man. Okay? Jake on the comment board, y'all niggas don't want no smoke with, you know, Aside and all this old nigga talk, man. Niggas still govern themselves with nigga philosophies, man. Okay? With fringes on. Okay? So these men know that they Israelites, all right? They have that awareness, okay? But they're not growing in Yahushua, and they're constantly governing themselves by niggas' philosophies, and these are the fruits of your Sakaris, man, of your ISUPK, okay? They're just niggas with fringes. ISUPK told you they serve the nigga God. But lately, you see how hard the spirit of Yahushua been going on nigga culture, man. Yahushua hate that shit, but Jake still love it. Jake still govern themselves with the fringes on by nigga philosophies, man. Okay? So when Yahushua speaks against those things, all right, because it's the spirit of Yahushua that's in us, man. Because we used to love nigga culture too. We used to idolize nigga culture and certain niggas too, man. But as Yahushua grows in us, we hate those things, man. And that's the Yahushua that's in us, man. They're starting to show forth more and more. And that's why you see, you know, these spirits getting revved up more and more. Okay? Because, hey, these demons recognize Yahushua. Okay? This society, okay, they can feel Yahushua increasing in the earth. All right? Through his men. So we're in the time, it's going to get to a point to where, hey, look, we got to do something about these men. The same thing happened to Yahushua. Look, we got to do something, or everybody going to, you know, believe on him. Because Yahushua, he messed up. You got to understand, like, there's a lot of people leaving Christianity. Like, there's thousands, maybe, I don't know, it could be millions of pastors that make a salary based off a lie. Okay? You remember with Demetrius and, what's it, Demetrius, I think that's in the book of Acts. You know, he was an idol maker, and he was pissed because the Apostle Paul was teaching against, you know, the Queen of Heaven, you know, Diana of Ephesus. He was teaching against that idolatry, man. Okay? And Demetrius was like, look, man, you know, he gathered all those idol makers. You know, he gathered them together, and they had a council about the Apostle Paul. Like, look, man, like, people are leaving this idolatry. They leaving off from, you know, getting these idols made. Like, business ain't like it was. And they like, look, it's because Apostle Paul, man. It's because of Paul. He's teaching, you know, that there's only one true God. He's teaching that, you know, and his son, Yahushua. Like, they, you know, so they affected their business. Okay? But guess what? The scriptures talk about how this truth, okay, was going to what? Break strongholds, okay? And a lot of idolatry, because this world, sin is the biggest economy of this society, okay? So as people stop celebrating Christmas, stop celebrating Easter, stop worshiping women, you know, this society is being affected, okay? And it's going to get to a point to where they're going to want to get violent, man, okay? So let's keep going, all right? Verse 14 said, woe unto you, scribes and Pharisees, hypocrites, for you devour widows' houses. Okay, you devour widows' houses, and for pretense make a long prayer. Therefore, you shall receive the greater damnation, man. And somebody got to play these roles. And Yahweh Shai is calling these things out. And all these simple women, okay, because you know the woman is simple as she can be goddamn beat. Okay, so they playing all right on these simple women congregation because women love false prophets. Okay, the majority of women are going to gravitate to the false prophets. Okay, which hey, good riddance. You know, you have my best wishes. Okay, so Yahweh Shai is calling all these things out, man. How they make long prayers. See, all this we keep the law perfect. It's just a pretty much a disguise of righteousness, man. You know, it's like them they putting on a righteous costume, talking about, oh, we can keep the law perfect. We got a mix. You know, we don't have mixed fabric. Like, come on, man. Okay, come on, man. All right. The fact that that's the argument, man, about the law. You see, the fact that that's even an argument of keeping the whole law in America. Okay, come on, man. You see? But they do these things to put on their righteous disguise, man. And the simple believe every word that the scriptures say. So let's go to 15. It says, woe unto you, scribes and Pharisees, ye hypocrites, for you compare sea and land to make one proselyte, all right, which is a follower. And when he is made, you make him twofold more the child of hell than yourselves, man. Okay? So Yahweh Shai, you know, all this going here and there, ain't that happening today? When we say Nate, like, damn, why you going all over there? And then you're not even teaching in the name. Okay, if he was teaching correct doctrine, you wouldn't hear nobody say he travel. Okay, that's what he want to do, cool. If he was teaching the right doctrine, but you taking this bullshit on the road. You going on tour with the bullshit, man. Okay? You know, you jet setting just to go lie to them folks, man. You know, of course, yeah, you teach truth to let them know they Israelites, man. But what's the point of teaching partial truth? Okay? Because it's going to be the same outcome. It's going to be worse. Because if you come to the awareness that you're an Israelite and you begin to come into this thing and you're not following correctly, it's going to be worse. Okay? So really, they would do people a justice of not even taking that bullshit over there, man. Okay? The false lies, okay? Because the truth that they tell, that's the precious part, you know? But the falsehood that they teach, that's the BS, man. Okay? And you're doing them people a major disjustice, okay? By partially awakening them, man. Okay? And you keep reading on, but then you say that they just said, oh, y'all hating. You see? Because niggas still govern themselves off nigga philosophy, man. Okay? It's a lot of Israelites, they not growing in Yahweh Shai. They just have fringes and head wraps and still govern themselves with nigga philosophy. Feminist principles, man. Okay? And they hate, and that type of mindset hates Yahweh Shai. And Yahweh Shai hates feminists and niggas. Okay? And he's finna show it. You see? Verse 16 said, woe unto you, ye blind guides, which say, whosoever shall swear by the temple, it is nothing. But whosoever shall swear by the gold of the temple, He is a debtor. And you read this in the NLT, said, blind guides, what sorrows await you? For you say that it means nothing to swear by the Most High's temple, but that it is blinding to swear by the gold in the temple. Okay? And that's another thing, man. These guys don't care about what's right. They don't care about Yahweh Bashim Al. That's why they constantly want to argue, because it ain't about edifying. Okay? It ain't about, all right, the end game of Yahweh Bashim Al, the throne of David being established in the earth. It's not about that with these guys, man. Okay? They don't care about that. If it can't do nothing for their ego, for their brand, they don't care about it. Okay? Because if it was about righteousness, okay, they would be pulling up at IUIC and asking about the MOTB, asking about the name. Okay? They will pull up at HOI, ask about the MOTB. Okay? So it ain't about, because one thing about it, you know, the apostles, the elders of GMS, and men on down, all right, there's no respect of person when it comes to correction, even within GMS. Okay? See, y'all done heard the apostle cuss all us out openly. You see? You know what I'm saying? Wake up to a cuss out, man. Like, damn. You know? So it's like, there's no respect of person. And that's the spirit that Yahweh Shai was in, because he was correcting them wicked niggas, but then he'd get on the disciples too. Okay? He told Peter, look, get behind these Satan. You know? He told Peter, you got a demon on you, man. You see? You got demons on you, man. Okay? So it's the same thing. So as Yahweh Shai is growing within his men, you're going to see the hatred grow as well. All right, and you keep reading on Matthew 23. He steady cursing them niggas out, man. The same spirit that we in, the spirit Yahweh Shai was in when he was here, and they hated to see him coming. Okay, and they was always popping up, following him everywhere, trying to trip him up. Even as he was performing miracles, niggas had something to say about that. He was healing, you know, people that was, you know, disabled for decades, and instantly they be healed. Oh, it's the Sabbath. You know, they were petty. Like, Yahweh Shai had to deal with pettiness, man. Okay? Yahweh Shai had to deal with these unreasonable niggas, man. So that's in our cup as well, you know? that's part of our cup as well, man. They even have to deal with these niggas, man. All right? The apostles, the disciples, they had to deal with these niggas, man. Unreasonable. Off. Okay? And when you go here, let's get this in Luke 21. Okay, this is the book of Luke, chapter 21. All right, it's Luke 21, and get to the point. All right, this is Luke 21, and now it talks about, you know, the famines, the earthquakes, the wars. Okay, well, you go to verse 12, it said, but before all these, they shall lay their hands on you and persecute you, delivering you up to the synagogue and into prison, being brought before kings and rulers for my name's sake. And it shall turn to you for a testimony, man. So it's gonna get to the point, because this word, this message, this energy of Yahweh Shai is irksome. Okay, from Anton Daniels all the way up to the elites. Okay, from top to bottom. All right, everyone that's of this world hate this message. They hate the standard of Yahweh Shai. Okay, let you know that, hey, as Yahweh Shai said, there shall be many anti-messiahs. Okay, as John the Revelator said, Salaki. Okay, but he said there should be many, all right, anti-messiahs. This is how we know that we're at the end. Okay, that's why, hey, it says no one, you know, knew his name. You know, no one knew his name. All right, a name that no one knew but he himself. All right, speaking of the body, see, the believers of Yahweh Shai, the only one that reverence that name. You know, also going to, you know, he's the only one with the authority to do what he's coming back to do as well. you know. But himself, going into the body, those are the only, all right, the believers are going to be the only ones that have a true reverence for that name. Okay? Verse 14 says, and sell it therefore in your hearts, not to meditate before what ye shall answer, for I will give you a mouth and wisdom which all your adversaries shall not be able to gainsay nor resist, man. So the Lord gonna have us in position. Some brothers gonna be snatched up, brought before, certain, city leaders, governors, okay, certain politicians, man. Might be some technocrats in the building, but the Lord gonna give his men the spirit to confound these people, man. Okay? Yahweh Shai, that spirit that's in us, and Yahweh Shai gonna crank it up. Like, we not even gonna have to, think about what to say. The Lord gonna give us the spirit, okay, in that time. Okay? To confound these people, because they wrong. That's the thing too. These people are wrong, man. Never let these people feel like you're doing too much, or you know, or you off because we believe how we believe. No, these people are dead wrong, man. Okay, from the elites to niggas in the world to false prophets, Moab, Amen, all these niggas is wrong, man. Okay, off. All right. The only thing that's right in this society is Yahweh Shai. Okay, that's the only righteous standard. Okay, that exists is that of Yahweh Shai. Everything else is off, man. Okay. Verse 15 says, for I will give you a mouth and wisdom which all your adversaries shall not be able to gainsay, and ye shall be betrayed both by parents and brethren and kinfolk and friends, and some of you shall they cause to be put to death, man. And this is why we're not in the time to keep arguing with you niggas about the same thing. We know what we believe. We rooted. Okay? We rooted in what we believe, man. Okay? We're going to keep getting more rooted, all right, as we get ready to go into these times, because, hey, we're going to have to be unmovable, man. And the only way to be rooted is to know what you believe. Okay? Hassad confused. Deacon Hakkad confused. The people that follow him confused. Okay? They table was made a snare to him. You see? IUIC, confused. You don't know what's finna happen. Okay? You don't know what's to look for, what not to avoid. You don't know. Confused. Okay? They don't talk about the betrayal. Like, we finna be betrayed, man. Okay? That's why, hey, we in a time now, like El Apostle Hart said, who can you trust? Can't trust nobody, man. Outside of the elect. Okay? Outside of those men that you see fighting and toiling in this thing, man. Okay? The sisters that you see consistently, okay? Even if you don't, see them on the comment board, man, the sister that sincerely, all right, been, fighting, to be in their order, man. You see? Outside of it, man, hey, no one can be trusted, man. These people are finna bug out. Because this is their end all be all. So when the Lord really start, snatching convenience, Lord allow Esau to snatch these people convenience, they gonna bug out. They're gonna go in survival mode. They're gonna get grimy, and Esau gonna put us as the scapegoat. Okay? So betrayal is a part of this thing, man. You see? And remember, these people hate Yahweh Shai. Okay? They have a deep hatred for Yahweh Shai, and the more we grow in Yahweh Shai, it's gonna draw their hatred out, man. Especially when things get tight. Okay, so let's go here. It says, and ye shall be hated of all men for my name's sake. And read the NLT. And everyone will hate you because you are my followers. Okay, even in Israel. Okay, Sakari, they hate Yahweh Shai, man. That's why they treat the word with no reverence. Okay. They pick the things that benefit their ego, that benefit their market, their brand, But they really don't care about the word like that. They really don't care about Yahweh like that. Okay? Because that doctrine of Ezekiel 38, Russia gonna have a rulership and Russia gonna, pull up on us in the kingdom. That's a doctrine that diminishes the power of Yahweh. Okay? Which means they have a hatred for him. You see? IUIC, they can't teach the name. That's rooted in the hatred for Yahweh. Okay? ISUPK telling their followers to take the juice, and John the Baptist wasn't in the truth, and all this. That all that's rooted in the hatred of Yahweh when you get to the underlying source of these things, man. Okay? So we come to a time where, as we already know, you know, uh, 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 we could be faced with death. Some of us are, gonna have to take that death for Yahweh. But see, faith. See, we understand what death is. See, we got a doctrine. That's another thing. If you believe in the hell doctrine, you're not gonna want to die. No, no. You believe in hell? No, you gonna be a hell of a self-preservative, man. You see? You gonna be hella trying to self-preserve. You believe in hell and need time. But see, we understand what death is, man. And for the elect, there's really no death, man. Just a quick break. We right back. You see? So let's end it here, man. I'm gonna get these two, point made. This verse, cause see, you got some that's gonna, all right, hey, you have to, sleep, the Lord gonna allow the devil to put us to sleep. But Yahweh Shai is gonna resurrect us in glory, and then those that remain, verse 18, but there shall not inherit on your head perish. So the Lord is gonna allow some believers, all right, to be put to death. But then, for the most part, all right, it's gonna be a lot of believers that's not a hair on their head shall perish, man. Okay, showing you that, hey, the Lord is gonna be hands-on in that time, man, preserving His elect. Okay, even in death, there's still a preservation because we're coming right back. That spirit still gonna be preserved, all right, for glory, to be resurrected and immortal. So it's a win-win for the elect, man. Okay. It says, verse 19, in your patience possess you your souls, man. So we at the point now, we just watching these things play out. It's already, everything is already written to happen, how it's gonna happen. So everybody gotta play their part. So we just constantly watching these things unfold, man. And what we're seeing is the body of Yahweh being isolated, the true believers, and it's being isolated for the persecution and for the deliverance, man. So we just gotta be patient, show patience during the persecution. Going to patient, meaning to suffer, okay, a situation till you get the desired outcome. So we just have to apply patience till we get that desired outcome, which is that deliverance, man. He that endure to the end, the same shall be saved. So we know, all right, that these people are gearing up, for a heavy persecution, and we're going to be blamed for everything, okay? But that's part of the story. So, Lord will, you brothers, all right, and you sisters edified. Till next time, I say Shalom, Kwam Yashala, Abba, soon, Shalom.